cracking, my YouTube fam? It's your boy LEEMAN-X here, and thanks for joining me for another Shinobi Art of Vengeance video. In this video, I'm going to show you how I got 100% in the level called the Kaiju. And I'm not going to kid you, this is a hard-ass level. Like, I guarantee you, tons of people around America have broken controllers doing this level. This is probably one of the hardest levels I've played in a video game, and I don't even know how long. Like, dating back to like Sega Genesis, Nintendo days. So let's get started and take a look at this hard ass level. So right off the bat, you can't touch anything, can't hit any of these spikes. You gotta platform and use this hook and get in there and then hook again and then hook again and then hook again. It's just like relentless. If you jump too high into those spikes, you die. You can start back from somewhere near where you died. It's not like an instant death that start all the way over, but it's still really hard and really frustrating. So you can see me here just going through. If you guys are having trouble with this level and trying to just figure out where you need to go, just pay attention to this video as best you can, and I'll show you exactly at least where I went, how I did it, and hopefully it helps some people out. So like these right here, like I died at those so many times. You gotta time it right, and one goes faster than the other, some goes slower than the other. The timing is just crazy. So you have to drop down here, and my dumbass didn't realize all I need to do is use the parachute to go down here. I literally just went like just like that, no parachute, just like had to time it as best as possible. And you can do it that way, but for those of you that don't want to do it the hard way like I did, use the parachute. You can get right down there real quick, real easy. So this level is full of opening these different colors of slime that are holding stuff together. So here you see right here, you hit that, that unlocks that level of it. Then we still have to go ahead and get the purple and the yellow. Almost got dead right there. And there you go with the purple. Now make you fight a little, some boss action, mini boss action right here. And I tried my best to cut out all the fighting so you guys could just focus on where you need to go. And then you can see right there, we unlocked the purple portion. So now we just got to find the yellow. So that brings us back to right here. And we'll platform up this way. So we're gonna have to get up this way this time. Make sure you crawl through this. And be sure to time these right. And there we go. Oh, I guess that's green. I thought it was yellow. Maybe I'm colorblind. It is green now, so whatever. You get the picture. So we'll go down here again, use the parachute. Don't copy what I did and do it the super hard way or you'll die like that. Let's try again. Jesus Crispies. There we go.
You'll regret facing me.
Once you get all those enemies, you're gonna go this way. Platform City. I'm gonna punch down through the ground here and go straight down. Alright, so you can see we got more slimy stuff to get through. So here's the green. There we go. So you can see the wind is blowing you that way right into those spikes, so you gotta time it right and do a better job than I just did. So let's try again. Maybe a double jump. Oh, just barely made it. Just barely didn't get hit. Alright, purple. One more to go. There's some air breezing through right here. And it's gonna go the opposite way, and then the opposite way. Go. Alright, so now we're gonna get back to this point here, so we can get through that part that was blocked off. And I guarantee you just going through here will make you want to throw your controller across the room a few times. Alright, so remember this area because we're going to have to come back here later in the video. But for now, we'll crawl right through here. And it'll be our first elite squad.
Ready to die.
Dude, look at that. I killed him, but his boomerang came back and killed me. It still gave me credit for killing him. And so 1 down, 2 to go. And that kind of sums up how the whole thing went for me in this. I died so many times. Do not get me wrong. Don't let this video fool you that like I breezed through here or anything like that. Like I died a lot. Alright, let's try this again. All the way down here. Looks like you might die here, but you do need to go all the way down here to progress to the next part of the level. Once we cleared over here, we have 2 more barriers to break. Alright, so here you want to go up. And here's some coins for us. So that's where we are. So we're going to keep going down now. Alright, we're going to punch down through here. Get it right right in the middle, you can go straight through all three of them, but if you don't get it quite right, they won't all break at once. Sweet, so we got one barrier, one more to go. So we're gonna go ahead and spawn right there. Again, this is the stomach area. We never went this way, so we're gonna climb up this wall and make it up here. Parachute time. There's nothing over here, but just checking. Alright, and we got our first Aboro relic. So we make it back down to this area. And now we have 3 barriers to break. Alright, there's 1, 2 more to go. And our second elite squad. At the end of this one, I just was like, let me just throw these shurikens at this guy instead of trying to fight this guy. I have the most trouble with these seahorse sounding ghost effers. So I just did that and it was easy peasy. Alright, and that's 2 down, 1 to go to get this rage channeler. So we're gonna go up here, climb up on this. And here's our third and final elite squad. Here we go. Alright, here we go. Rage channeler is acquired. And the way this amulet works is your rage gauge is increased, but the damage you take is increased. So I didn't really go that route with this one, at least not yet, but at least you know what it does and where to get it. So let's move right along. And now we got another barrier broken, 1 more to go. Another Aboro relic. So 3 more to go from there. See that little purple barrier? We're gonna have to figure out how to get around that. go. That one's broken, and of course it's not that easy. They want you to fight a bunch of enemies. Alright, so seal is broken. Let's head on up there and go down there now. Have a rift, and a hard rift this will be. So here's another, I'm gonna start calling them controller breaker stages, rage quit stages, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, this is all the things you gotta do and be ready to platform like a mother effer. On this one you want to look for that diagonal laser beam. That's your ticket to get up there, and I just died so many times right here. I just knew that that's where this is going to come out, so I got really good at landing right there. Push through all of this, go straight down.
Let's see who comes out on top.
Guys, and after you fight all these guys, you still have more platforming to do, like so. You gotta be quick because these will fall from underneath you. Flames underneath you that you gotta worry about. You're gonna go all the way to the left first, and you gotta go down and back up, and you gotta do it fast enough so that these flames don't get you. I'd stay towards the middle here, and then there's gonna be these spikes bouncing and all that crap, and you're gonna have to, at least I guess stutter step, you would say, and avoid it getting hit. And then you gotta keep it going. Dash all the way across the side of the screen over here. All the while these flames are rising higher and higher to get you. You want to go in this middle one so you have something to jump back and forth through to make your way up. Get on these as fast as possible. You have to find your way right down here. One way to stop your momentum in the air is just to do that down punch, and it'll make you break right through there, and there it is. On to the next thing, because the level's still not over. Save point. There's a switch we can hit. And we're gonna have to power up that middle thing, and we gotta break through all that crap. So here we go. Can't hit the switch yet. You're gonna have to push these little battery things into the right hole. And you see there's 3 lights on this, so we got 1 light, we got 2 more batteries to push down into the proper hole to light them all up so we can get past this. So for starters, we'll go up here. Alright, here's a battery. I'm gonna throw some enemies at you, so clear those out and then get back to moving this battery where it's gotta go. Move it to the left. There it is. Alright, one more to go. So now we're going to go down where the wind is coming from. And we're going to have to make a left and come all the way back around and up to push that over into the right position. Not too hard. Here we go. But first we have to hit the switch now that we turned all those on. There we go. And here's the laser that just magically appears out of nowhere. That was kind of nice of them not making us have to peel through 5 layers of that gunk. So now we can go get through there. Another save, thank God. This is the chest cavity. I guess we're inside some giant monster. And we're trying to get to the heart. Save, some more platforming. There's spikes down there, you don't want to fall into that. So here we go, this was a lot of fun. So be ready to be really irritated over here and have to time this right and not get smashed by all those and not fall into the spikes. Goodness. Another favorite part right here. Let's try that again. When you're sliding down those, you want to be as up high, at least in my opinion, you want to be up high like as possible so you have some time to slide down and wait for the next one to open up. Kind of like right there, yeah. See, I'm nice and high. Give myself some time and some room. Again, use the parachute here. Don't just fall straight down like I'm doing. So we have to fight through some enemies here. But we get a health boost when it's all said and done. And there it is. Alright. So we had to do some backtracking here to find the last 3 Aboro relics. So we went back to here. go. We just need to find 2 more. Here we go. Go all the way down this time. Down through here. And if you pause it, you can see where I was on the map right there. Finally, I got smart enough to use the parachute like you're supposed to, instead of just dropping down to my fate and just trying to like have fast enough reflexes. Alright, there's some coins in that one. Unfortunately, there wasn't a relic, but we did get the secret crate. And I paused it a lot, so if you guys have to, you can definitely pause the screen so you can see at what point in the level I'm at if you're having trouble keeping up with what section I'm in. Jeez Louise. Alright, use the parachute to drop down here nice and easy. Relic, which brings us to just 1 more left. That's the section I'm in right now. Alright, so we're going to want to defeat all of them and go up this way, more towards the left. And see where we're trying to get to, so let's try again. Could you imagine if this game had it where you died and had to start all the way back from the beginning? It'd be like the hardest game in history. Anyways, there's all 5 Aboro relics right there. Thank the Lord. Let's continue. I think we got a boss fight coming up. Let's do it. A nice little save. We're gonna punch through that ice right there. Get more towards the middle. Alright, here's the boss fight of the level against his heart. Tenval's heart. So you want to have to break through that ice so you can get your opportunities to actually cause damage to him. And of course, while all that's going on, he's going to throw enemies and all kinds of crap. And as it progresses, more and more enemies come, and you have those 2 springs that are going to shoot some type of acid out of the ground as well. So a lot to kind of consider and keep up with, all while trying to damage that heart. He's going to keep having that ice as a shield that you're going to have to break through every time. So yeah, be ready to account for a lot of things in this fight. is defeated. Alright, let's check out what's inside this crate here. And you'll get the Berserker, which makes you hit harder. I'll definitely be using that. That's 100%. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you in the next Shinobi Art of Vengeance video. I am out.